All right, first video in the new studio. This is pretty nice. It's still a little echoey. I might use a robot to take care of some of that, but I probably don't care enough. So now that I've spent all this money on a new studio, let's talk about why I'm quitting. Not everything, just the live streaming part. Like the title said, I'm just quitting live streaming, and I wrote a whole thing about it that I'm gonna read to you. But first I'm gonna put some decorations up. I brought a bunch of stuff. Like these sick ass paintings that Maddie Blunts did. Check, these are so sick. Maddie Blunts, the homie Maddie Blunts. He has an art Patreon. If you subscribe to his Patreon, every like 2 months you get a sick ass art. That's one of the arts. This one's still in the thing, hang on. Here's another one of the arts. Dude, these things are so rad. Maddie is so good at this shit. I'm gonna put them up on the wall. Yeah, in the background. And I brought some other stuff too. There we go. Is that better? I don't know, that might be worse. It is what it is now though. Yeah, this shit's sick. I think, yeah, this shit is tight, dude. I'll put the link on the screen, but Maddie does super sick art. I forget who sent me this. I can't remember, I'm so sorry. I know Rory sent me that. That's me as an octopus. That's my first pro model frame ever when I was with BQE, and I had this super sweet dollar wrap on it. I also forget who sent me this wood cutting. It's amazing. I'm so sorry, I'm such a piece of shit. I also forgot who sent me that. My girlfriend gave me that. I'm just dumb and I smoke a lot of weed, so I'm sorry I can't remember who sent me these things. I treasure them and I love them though. This is a little BOTGRINDER plushie. I think Maddie Blunts gave me this. And this makes it all relevant because this is when I did the live streams and they're called Beers with BOTGRINDER. And somebody made me this super sweet little light up thing. I'm sorry I said somebody and not your name. I can't remember because I'm a idiot. If you made me any of this stuff, please leave a comment. And remind me so I can say thank you again. Speaking of being a stupid stoner, I can't remember anything, so I'm gonna have to put my teleprompter on. By the way, today I was planning on ripping an abandoned housing complex that I found, but it's raining pretty good, so today we're doing inside video. That's coming out soon. So let's get right to it. I'm quitting live streaming altogether. I'm just super done with it. I tried to switch to doing it once a month instead of once a week, but even with that, I was like, man, I don't want to even do that. Honestly, I just do not have my heart in it at all. And I gave it some good thought. You know, I could definitely use the extra money right now, especially for my dog's medical stuff, but a big part of the live streams is me honestly reacting to your videos. And right now, I'm burnt the fuck out on FPV videos. So I think for me to sit there and be like, oh yeah, bro, cool video, bro, when honestly, I could care less right now. It would be super disingenuous. And that's just not how I roll. You know what I mean? Like for sure, at this point, I'm just some YouTuber that relies on internet money to survive, but I don't make enough to be lying to people. I mean, even if I was making bank, I probably still wouldn't endorse shit that I didn't care about or do things just for the paycheck, you know? But still. But for me right now, doing live streams would be just that, something I'm only doing to try and make money, and that's not fair to y'all or to me. So last night I made the decision, I'm done with them, I don't want to live stream anymore, so I'm not going to. I mean, I'm 100% going to do random ones out of nowhere just for funsies, but I'm super over doing the regularly scheduled live streams. And more being honest, the weekly videos I'm a little burnout on as well. I've mentioned that before. That's why you rarely see me, you know, doing 5-inch content, for example. I just need more of a break from freestyle, but putting out weekly videos is just my job, you know? Like you get burnt out at any job that you do for a decade, so there ain't much you can do about it except switch jobs. Or you could, you know, just quit altogether and go hop freight trains around the country until you meet a rich person while dumpstering bagels behind a 7-Eleven. They take you home, fall in love with you, steal their dad's credit cards, and the two of you set off on a cross-country, mild crime spree fueled by passion and mystery, all of which inevitably comes crashing down as the two of you realize the only thing you ever really had in common was anger. But I don't want to do either of those things because I like making FPV videos and I'm too old to hop trains again. So I don't know, I'm done with regular live streams and I feel like an enormous 720p weight has been lifted from my shoulders. And you know, since this is my job and I want to make this a really good video, I spent an hour collecting the best live stream clips for my 8 years of doing them, but I got kind of emotional, to be honest. These live streams have been a huge part of my life for so long. Like they affected my personal life. I had to pass on a ton of parties, a ton of punk shows. I had to pass on going out of town for the weekends because I had to be there at my house on Friday nights to do the streams. Like for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know, the live streams were a regular thing for a long time. I never missed a Friday. So I tried to make this like best of live stream clip thing, and one, I couldn't because I was emotional, and two, which is kind of the real reason, it started to become a lot of work and I just didn't feel like doing it anymore. So instead, to emulate that, here's just some sad music and some random clips to show progression over the years. It is working, there's just nobody here. Oh, this is awkward. What do I do? Where the fuck is everybody? What do I do while I'm waiting? Aw, isn't that sweet? So I might not be live streaming anymore, but other folks still are. Spider Sugar FPV, El Gringo FPV are the top two that come to mind. They do sort of the same thing that I did, where they play videos and they interact with the audience, but in their own styles. I definitely recommend checking their streams out if you enjoyed mine. So let's talk about the money. So not only will I be losing those sweet, sweet live stream donations, I'm also messing up my Patreon, because a big part of my Patreon benefits was offering members the ability to post videos on the Friday night live streams. And since I'm no longer doing the Friday night live streams, I expect to lose quite a bit of revenue from that. However, I did redo the Patreon, so now it's a little easier to understand. I had like 7 tiers at one point or some bullshit, so I just redid it. So it's nice and simple. There's 3 tiers. $5, you get to watch all my videos 1 week early before they go live, and you get to see the Patreon only posts. $20 a month, and you get all the stuff I just said. Plus, you get custom one-off stickers that I think up of and mail out every month. Courtesy of Banff Decals, a fellow FPV pilot. So, they print them, they ship them out. The owner flies FPV. So supporting the sticker tier not only keeps me in business, but also a fellow FPV pilot, not to mention the artists that I pay for art every now and then who also fly FPV. You get all that in the stickers, but also scroll your name like this in every video so people know that you're cool and you're down with me. Then for the ballers, there's the third tier, the $50 one. This one gets you everything that I just said, but for the name scroll, it's in baller-ass gold, and I scroll it slow enough for people to actually read. Plus, you get a fancy name in my Discord, so everybody knows you're super cool, and you get a super cool Discord color. So for those of you that were on the live stream tier, you can either do the cheaper one, drop down to $5, or do the $20 one and get some stickers, or you can just drop your Patreon altogether. But if you do, I want to say, hey, I really appreciate the support for as long as you did support me, homie, and I totally understand. Appreciate it. But hopefully some of you that see this will jump on the Patreon tier for a couple months, if you got a few extra bucks. If not, it's all good. I'm going to keep making videos. So like I said, I'm going to keep cranking out weekly videos. I'm going to do my little thing. The live streams just burnt me out way too much, so I had to make a choice. I talked about this a few videos ago, but I was really considering only doing 2 videos a month for the summer, just to give myself like some breathing room. I need to make like $2,000 a month pretty much to pay for all my shit and still have enough money to live life and be happy. And I'm worried cutting back on videos would drop me below that. Like the Patreon stickers cost me about $450 every month to do, plus my new studio rent, my stupid personal bills. Like I'm cutting it kind of close as it is, so I don't dare mess with my Patreon too much at once. Oh shit, the Ko-Fi thing, I forgot about this. Okay, so I've had a few people be like, hey, I really support your cause, I dig your videos, but I want to sign up for a monthly subscription to Patreon. Can I just make a one-off donation? And before today, I'd be like, nah, man, that's cool, I appreciate it, just enjoy the videos. But since I'm no longer live streaming, I started a Ko-Fi thing where you can just do one-off donations to support the channel, and that goes directly to me. There's a link for that as well as a Patreon below. Oh, and the shirts. I sell BOTGRINDER. I sell BOTGRINDER shirts and BOTGRINDER grinders for your herbs. Can I say pot? I'll just say herbs. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. A little manic, little channel catch up. I'm 9 years into FPV as of May, so I'm definitely feeling the need to switch some things up. Like this is a mid-career crisis or something. I don't know. I will say I'm really glad I still do enjoy flying FPV, because that would suck if I just hated this altogether. But some days I don't feel like charging up and driving to a spot to rip. I'd just rather do something else. And I think a lot of people that have been in any hobby for close to a decade feel that way. But once I actually am out there flying, it's just as fun as it was the first time that I flew FPV. Probably more because it's less frustrating. This is a fun-ass hobby, you know what I mean? And it's cool seeing all these new people discover it and discover my videos and everything, and seeing them get pumped for FPV gets me pumped again for FPV. Because once you've been doing something for so long, you forget what it's like for it to be fresh and new and exciting. So I do want to continue to make content for people that are sick of the mainstream or just the corporate sellout side of the hobby, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of bullshit now, and everyone's trying to sell it to you there with their affiliate links and videos disguised as ads. Wait, is this video just an ad for my Patreon? It probably is. FPV videos used to be good, They used to be people having fun, enjoying a hobby, not endless video after video of this year's best FPV drone for you to buy, or some idiot with face tattoos complaining about how things used to be. They used to get you pumped to rip, and I want to see more of that. So that's up to you, I'm going to keep doing my little thing, but I want to see you, the person watching this right now. It's like, damn, yeah, FPV videos suck. I would like to see some better ones. I wish somebody would do that. That's you, dog. Go do that shit. Get inspired. Go film some cool videos the way you want to see them be made. Maybe that'll inspire somebody else, and we'll get a bunch of cool stuff going on, let's get this shit going. There's enough of us skater, alternative, punk, counterculture, whatever you want to label it, just people that never really quite fit in with the mainstream and don't want to. But there's enough of us here that fly now that we should be starting crews and making video zines and shit. Really just making FPV videos exciting again. 28 grams was my entry into that, and I definitely want to do a part 2 and 3 and 4. It took a lot of work to make, so I'm taking my time. I will say I've heard tale of Spider and his homies starting a freestyle crew, which is fantastic. I want to see a lot more of that. But I'm saying when I scroll YouTube and I see some FPV video with a pretty sunset and a generic title, I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. But if I saw like Savage Quads Volume 5 with a graffiti-ass font and a quad diving in an abandoned skyscraper, definitely clicking on that. Okay, I think I'm getting off topic. Did you see my new studio? Did you see my little paintings? I'm doing a weave here though, man. I'm doing a weave, all right? So I'm quitting live streaming. I'm bored of current FPV videos. I want you and me to make something we all actually want to watch. Yeah, shit, I got nothing. Honestly, I was hitting the volcano the entire time I wrote this script, and I'm pretty sure I have ADHD pretty bad, so I don't know. Let's start some FPV gangs or something and do group videos. I don't know. Who wants to be in a Gorilla Whoop crew? Hit me up. Straight city shredders only, dog. Let's go. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. FPV gangs. Give me money on Patreon. I don't know. Like I said, Patreon is new and improved, so go ahead and sign up and get yourself some monthly FPV stickers, such as this one that we did last month. All right, thanks for watching. I promise next time won't be a live stream.